It has been revealed by the national media that the Pittsburgh Steelers' top priority at quarterback is re-signing Justin Fields, not Russell Wilson. So, the Pittsburgh Steelers head into free agency on March 12th, and they still don't have a quarterback under contract to be the starter for this upcoming season. Russell Wilson and Justin Fields are both set to hit free agency, and the Pittsburgh Steelers need to sign someone. And right now, in terms of the pecking order on who the Steelers are going to sign, it is Justin Fields as the number one priority, not Russell Wilson. And this has been revealed by Ian Rapoport, Adam Schefter, and all the media outlets. But first, before I get more into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn notifications for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news and updates. Also, like this video. Now, let's get right back into it. So, just going based off of the quotes by Adam Schefter and Ian Rapoport, because those are the two biggest insiders and reporters in the entire NFL for ESPN and the NFL Network. So, going based off of what they have said solely, you can expect to see Justin Fields as a starter in Pittsburgh next season. So, this is Ian Rapoport's quote. He said this: "If you say to me, what's the best educated guess based on talking to several sources around the league, Justin Fields over Russell Wilson, at least right now, feels like the direction they're going. Obviously, Russell Wilson was a starter last year. It was good until the end when it wasn't. He would at least have some sort of market. Justin Fields does seem to be at least the priority right now. They do have an edge up on everyone. They could get a deal done right now. If they don't, I know it at least a couple other teams just makes some sense. There's a couple other teams who still need one. Titans still need a quarterback, whether or not they draft one. Justin Fields is going to have a market. It's just, do the Steelers get in right now and try to stop his market by signing him to be their starter?" End quote. So, not just Ian Rapoport has come out and said this. Also, another big insider, Adam Schefter, he said basically the exact same thing. He said the Pittsburgh Steelers' top priority is Justin Fields, and that he's number one on their pecking order and first up. So, he appeared on the Pat McAfee show, and this is his entire quote on the Steelers' free agency situation at quarterback. "It's tough to go into free agency to add to your offense when you have no idea who's playing quarterback. And that's why I think they're going to spend this week working on getting a deal done with either Justin Fields or Russell Wilson. I would imagine Justin Fields is first up in the pecking order. We'll see if they can get something worked out there. If not, it's easy to pivot onto Russell Wilson, and we'll see how this works out." End quote. So, when the two biggest insiders are coming out and saying that Justin Fields is the top priority, Justin Fields is the number one option for Steelers at quarterback, number one in the pecking order, then you have to believe them because they have the insider information. And also, it's not even just them who have come out and said it. There's also team insiders, the ones close to the team in the locker room interviewing people. They're the ones coming out as well saying that Justin Fields is the top priority over Russell Wilson right now. And when you look at the situation as a whole, it makes complete sense. Because Russell Wilson, he's only going to get older. He's only going to get worse. And towards late in the season last year, you could see his skills and the team in general. I'm not going to put it solely based on him, but the team in general just did not win games. Losing 5 straight games, getting eliminated in embarrassing fashion once again. And he was supposed to come in, and the reason why Mike Tomlin picked him over Justin Fields when Justin Fields started 4-2, because they didn't believe that Justin Fields could lead them to a Super Bowl that season, and thought that Russell Wilson gave them the better chance to win, because he's been there and done that before, and they wanted that veteran presence. So they believed in him, but he wasn't able to get the job done. So what would make it seem as though he'd be able to get the job done this season if they run it back? It just doesn't make sense. So it makes more sense to go and look at Justin Fields and be like, hey, even though we might not win a Super Bowl this season with you at quarterback, we could develop you into our system. We could sign you to a contract, and you could be the quarterback of the future and build upon what you did last season going 4-2. I guess the Steelers really thought they could win a Super Bowl last season. That's why they went with Russell Wilson. But now if they go with Justin Fields, it's more so saying, hey, we're building for the future. We have a younger team in terms of the skill positions. So let's let you develop into our system with them. And I guess that's the direction that they're heading if Justin Fields is the top priority. Because the Pittsburgh Steelers, when you look at Justin Fields, like I said, he went 4-2 to start the season. It was a good season. I believe it would have been better if they kept with him at quarterback instead of Russell Wilson, but it is what it is. But they started with Justin Fields because Russell Wilson got injured to start the season, and Justin Fields got better and better each week. He looked way more comfortable throwing the ball and just making the right reads than he did at any time with his tenure in the Chicago Bears. Don't get me wrong, he was really good with Chicago Bears, but in terms of being comfortable and not having to escape the pocket every single second, he seemed more comfortable in making those reads because of it. And he continued to grow and grow every single week. And if he continues to continue to grow where he left off the last time he started, then it's only going to get better for the Steelers and their future. Because I've been saying this. This has been my whole thing about the Steelers quarterback situation. If you don't plan on upgrading your team and making the big time signings, big time trades to be able to compete with the top of the top and be able to win the conference and go on to the conference finals and go on to the Super Bowl, and you're not building your team to reach that Super Bowl, then what's the point of getting a quarterback who is in his late 30s, 38, 37, hitting 40 almost, if you don't believe that they could help you win the Super Bowl right now? Because you're not going to have them for the future, you're going to have them for the current. And that current is taken away from kind of upgrading and developing a younger quarterback. So if you don't plan on winning the Super Bowl and going all out for the Super Bowl, then you might as well just get a younger piece at quarterback and see what they could do for your future. And that future doesn't have to be 10 years from now. It can be a couple seasons from now when they develop with all the young guys together and grow in the situation and in the system. So that's how I've always thought of this quarterback situation. That's why I didn't really understand why they went with Russell Wilson, because it's not like the Steelers had a chance to win the Super Bowl last season with Russell Wilson. So Justin Fields seemed like the better opportunity to see what he could do and see what maybe he could do before you go out and sign into a bigger contract or a longer extension. Because if they gave him the full season last year and see what he was actually capable of doing, then you would be like, hey, we don't want him next season, or hey, we want to bring him back. But now we didn't really get to see the full thing. We only got to see 4-2, and now we have to wait and see next season what he's capable of if they bring him back. Also, one last thing before I end this video, going on the top priority, which is Justin Fields over Russell Wilson, it makes complete sense as well. Russell Wilson is supposed to be that veteran presence, the guy who's been there, done that, has seen everything. But it seems as though late in the season, he was just making the wrong reads. He's being scared to throw over the middle of the field, and he wasn't doing the job that a veteran is supposed to do. Also, when you look at a veteran, he's supposed to be able to win football games, right? Well, the last 3 seasons, he has a losing record combined in all of his time there. But that's with Denver and the Steelers combined. So when you look at that, he's supposed to be able to win football games. But when you have a losing record over that time span, is that veteran really possible? And is that situation really good with him leading your team? If he's not winning football games, there's no point of going with that veteran, right? You might as well go with someone else who's also has a losing record, which is Justin Fields, but he's on a worse team, and he's not a veteran. Or he's a veteran now, but he's still kind of like a younger guy. So it makes sense why the Steelers are going in this direction. And if this is true, which I believe it is, obviously, because Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter and all the other media outlets are saying it, Justin Fields is a top priority for the Steelers at quarterback, and this is a good thing. Because now they can move with him, and then maybe look into the draft and see if they could get someone else, and have 2 younger guys developing in the system. So, the Pittsburgh Steelers, if they end up winning a lot of games next year, good. Then you have your guy in Justin Fields, and you know you have him in a future. But if he doesn't do good, then you probably get a better draft pick, and you could draft a guy early. So, this is what the Pittsburgh Steelers are most likely doing at quarterback. Justin Fields' top priority, and then Russell Wilson is a fallback option. And this has been my thoughts on the Steelers quarterback situation this entire time and what they should do. So I'm glad they're going this direction. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about this direction the Steelers are heading, with Justin Fields as number 1 and Russell Wilson as a fallback option if they can't sign Justin Fields? Justin Fields is supposed to have a better market in terms of a lower hit, a cap hit for the Steelers. He's supposed to be around 10 to 15 million per year, and Russell Wilson's supposed to be around 25 million per year. So Justin Fields is significantly less money as well in this situation, and this is a better quarterback in general as of right now in their careers. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on this topic and what the insiders have said and the reports that have come out and said about the top priority. Do you want Justin Fields to be the quarterback, or do you think the Steelers should run it back with Russell Wilson? Let me know your thoughts. And also, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn notifications for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news, updates, highlights, analysis, reports, everything surrounding this Pittsburgh Steelers team heading to free agency on March 12th. I'm covering it. Every new edition is going to be on this channel with highlights, analysis, everything, the background, and introducing you to them. And also with the draft season coming along, I'm covering all of that as well. So stay tuned for everything Pittsburgh Steelers. And until the next video, I'll see you guys all later. I'm out. Peace.